Hi everybody, welcome to Theo World and thanks for watching our tutorials here on SEO. So basically, I'd like to show you some really interesting things on SEMRush and how to measure your website health, how to measure your position ranking, and so many other things. But today I'm going to focus on measuring your website health and measuring your position ranking. So as you see here on the screen, um, first of all, actually, before I even get started, I'd like to let you know that it's really important to know your health score on your website. And this is also, in case your web developer developed your website and you don't, you basically don't know what's going on in the back end, as far as code is concerning and as far as search engine optimization and how all that works. This is really basic stuff that you really need to make yourself familiar with, or at the very least to understand the concept and why. So the reason why the site audit is so important is because as regular people, we don't really pay attention as to why we need to have this basic, you know, um, SEO done to a website. We just think about, oh, I have a website, it looks great, that's fine. But always you got to think about it this way. Do you think if you were to, hypothetical, no, and a good example is you can compare it to if you were to send a package over to a country without adding the address, without adding the sender's name, do you think that package will ever get there? It won't. So same with a website. If you don't tell Google what your website is about, if you don't tell Google what your content is about, if you don't tell Google what your services are, Google is not going to be able to basically index. No, it will index your pages, but it won't be able to give to show your content on search results. So when people search for something specific and you have answers to those questions, your website, your pages should actually show up as the results. And that's where people make mistakes is they don't optimize their content based on the keywords being searched. And so, but that's a little bit more advanced. But on the basic side of things, I'm going to click on the site audit. On the basic side of things, you really need to understand that there's some things that are really important, like a header. Missing a header or having too many H1 headers, which is the tag, is the same or equivalent to having multiple headlines in a newspaper article. So imagine if you were reading a newspaper article, you went over to the, I don't know, politics or entertainment, and you saw two big headers with the same font size, that basically had this two different names. So what is this article about, right? So over here, when you look at errors, when you look at warnings and notices, this is actually really serious things. Some of them will always be there, because this is a robot at the end of the day. So it's a robot that crawls your site, and it's basically how Google crawls your site too, because Google is not human. So Google needs to know what every image is about, what every keyword is about, what it's relating to, the paragraphs like that you have on your site, like what is it relating to. So when you click on view all issues, I'm going to just go through some examples. You look at like 31 pages of duplicate content issues. That's a big issue because it does. And another one is 24 pages don't have title tags. So we need to actually figure out which pages don't have title tags. So these, obviously, if you were to open this in another window, you'll find these are actually pages that are showing up in his portfolio. So we need to fix all these errors and actually put title tags on each and every page, because not having a title tag, like I said earlier, is almost like not having an article published in a newspaper, and it's an entertainment article, but it's not, but the newspaper doesn't show that the entertain doesn't show the name entertainment section in the newspaper. So that sort of thing. So that needs to be fixed. And so I'm just going to come back here on the browser. I'm going to show you a couple of more. Like, for instance, the warnings. 30 pages don't have an H1 heading. That's like not having an article heading. 28 pages have low word count. That's, for a photographer or a videographer, this will be okay. It's a forgivable warning. But if it's an informational site and you're putting a lot of stuff like answering people's questions, like text content, you then want to change your strategy and add more text content, because people are searching for different things. And not everybody gets bored from reading text, guys. Don't say like people get bored, or like, oh, I don't even read this half the stuff when I land on a page. You do. if you're looking for a specific question, for a specific answer, and you will read the text content. So depending on what what your website is about, you really need to like optimize it. It's not just all images. So text has to be valuable, and it has to be based on the keyword research plan. So if you see like based on the keyword research plan, there's a lot of searches done to certain phrases. You want to post some answers to those phrases. So that's in regards to the website health audit. I'm going to click back and I'm going to show you over here. I'm just going to show you the position ranking and what the position ranking is about. Well, actually, I'm going to show you this in the next video because this video is getting long already. So I'm going to show you the next video what position ranking is about and how to measure what your ranking is based on certain keywords being searched. Okay, thanks for watching our videos and see you in the next video.